The year 2020 is almost to a conclusion. Thanksgiving is next week, then you got Christmas and New Year's, and I think then we have like Valentine's Day or something. I don't know when that day is, which is a sad reality. But the year's been full of surprises, and I think it's kind of ironic that in 2019 there was this was the year that everyone was like, oh, 2020 vision, aha, and then we really had no clue what was going to happen. But here at the end of the year, we've been met with, at least I've been met with the biggest surprise of all, Shark Boy and Lava Girl 2. There's been an official announced sequel to like the 15-year-old movie Shark Boy and Lava Girl. Let me double check that. When did this come out? 2005. Yeah, I would have been 8 when this thing came out. Yeah, so this is pretty much like the most random announcement of all time. Like, I don't know why 15 years later, like, this is the movie they're making a sequel to. I think, like, at the time, I would have always expected one, and it just never happened. But, like, yeah, a really weird decision. First, I want to talk about the original Shark Boy and Lava Girl. If you're around my age, you probably love this movie. It was great, just an absolute classic, but it's a terrible movie. It's like actually trash. I mean, kids just aren't people yet, right? At that age, they're like the monkeys with the cymbal hands. Where it's like, I would be totally fine watching something like Shark Boy and Lava Girl, like Lemonade Mouth, Sky High, like those kinds of things. But then my mom tries to, if my mom were to show me like Shawshank Redemption, I'm sitting there bored, and she's reassuring me that like, oh, it's worth it in the end when Shawshank gets redeemed. Just not trying to see any of that. This acting's too good. When you're a child and you have just like a dumpster troll mind, it was perfect. You got George Lopez. I didn't even know who George Lopez was at the time, but he killed it.
This may come as a shock to you.
Taylor Lautner, has like probably one of the worst scenes in cinematic history, where he's like, break dancing and singing directly to the camera.
There's darkness in the air. Dream, 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 dream.
It's just unapologetically the worst thing ever, and it's so endearing. I will say, as bad as of a movie Shark Boy and Lava Girl is, my favorite scene, I'd be remiss without mentioning this scene, is when Lava Girl has to like find her zen and cool her temper so that she can walk across the ice bridge. That was literally like the most suspenseful moment ever, and like I just loved it as a kid. It was so cool, such a good scene. So when you have a new one coming out, if it can capture that same energy, like I don't want it to be a good movie. Like if it's terrible, but like that just like that cream of the crop, like The Room, Sharknado bad, then like you've succeeded. You've captured like the essence of the franchise. So let's talk about the new one. First, I thought it was fake because you have like these fake movie trailer accounts that pop up all the time where it's like you get stoked because like, oh my god, they're finally making a Sinister Six movie, but then you see the account and it's like Joe's FX Film World, like just some like off-brand crap, and then you're just like shot down immediately. It kind of had that vibe with this, but there was a Polygon website that officially was announced that like, yes, this is from Netflix, it's a real thing, it's coming out in January. So let's talk about this trailer because it kind of looks terrible. It's just a preview, it's real short, but like it looks really bad. First off, they do the mistake that like, every movie does, where it's just like the villain's like, oh, we've got like one kind of generic model and there's like 1,000 of them. They're doing the Avengers, but like, and now they have a kid too, which is like kind of crazy, kind of weird. There's a lot of tropes of this where it's like, oh, we don't really know what to do to continue this. I guess they have a kid now. But honestly, like, that's the best thing to do because it's like you don't really want to see just like adults, doing all this stuff. Like it's. Like, at the end of the day, it's still, like, kind of a kid's movie. If I'm watching it, I want to see, like, Sky High vibes. And honestly, like, when you see, like, the kids with all, like, the superpowers and stuff, like, it kind of has, like, the potential to be Sky High vibes, which would be sick. That'd be really fun. Because our new generation, they need the absolute, like, trash Disney original movies, like what we used to have. Because it's good for them. It's good for you.
My mommy is Lava Girl, but my daddy is Shark Boy.
My mommy Lava Girl and my daddy Shark Boy did that thing that parents do when they love each other very much, and now my daddy has 3rd-degree burns on his pee-pee, or 1st-degree, whichever's the bad one, the more painful one. Rip, another fallen soldier. There's just not enough debate. There's not enough to go on here. I mean, this movie like looks kind of bad, but like it's kind of hard to tell if it's good kind of bad or not. It could go either way. So you can bet I'll be watching it, but time will tell if it's good or not. Anyway, that's it. I just want to tell you guys about this crazy announcement. So yeah, have a good one.